Hello, everybody, and welcome. As we like to do every week, we like to take a look at the past week's market activity and then kind of bounce around and look for something to do. Well, if you've been watching the market at all, I think you're pretty aware that it's been on a wild ride because of this obviously Ukrainian war going on. And it's essentially been down, even though it bounces up and down quite a bit over the last few months since this started, it's essentially been going down the whole time. So that's the S&P 500. You can see even though it bounces around, it's kind of on a downward trend the whole time. The NASDAQ, similar looking story. The Russell, also similar, more of a range, but way down from where it was. And essentially at this point, everything is at high volatility ranks. The entire market, because this is such a huge leap in volatility, everything's jumped up into the high 80s, 90s, 100s, which is good for us as traders because we like high volatility. But this is kind of a weird market. Never experienced anything like this before. We've had events like the crash, the 2008 crash, or the pandemic, but this has had a weird effect on the whole market as well because it affects so many different things, from like oil prices to gold to everything. So really it just comes down to what are we willing to trade and how comfortable are we trading. So we're going to keep the trades small because it is kind of a wild time. Even though volatility is in our favor, we don't know how long this is going to last. Usually volatility is kind of an event, and then it might happen and go after that, and volatility starts to kind of die down. But this war could last for years. It could end tomorrow. So we don't want to get too aggressive in our trading, again, because we've never seen anything like this and we don't know how it's going to affect things. So what are we going to trade? Well, again, the entire market's been down. Volatility's been way up. So if we're going to play this game of high volatility, let's just go right to the source of, like, let's go to somewhere where there's 100 volatility. And in this case, we'll look at ETFs. I'm going to stay in ETFs because individual stocks can go on completely crazy rides in this market, just as the indices have, but at least indices have a bunch of stocks lumped together. So usually the moves aren't as big as they would be in an individual stock, or it could be in an individual stock. So in this case, we're looking at FXI, which is an ETF, and it's an ETF for China, which has also been on a wild ride during this whole thing. And you can see just recently it's collapsed, which means volatility has shot up through the roof. And if you look over here, volatility is at 100. So we can't get any higher than that. It hasn't been this high at all over the last year. And you can see it's been on a complete annihilation trip in the last few weeks. So what are we going to do? Well, as contrarians, I always bet against where the market's kind of heading. So in this case, it's taken such a huge drop. We're going to make a bet that it's going to actually stay here or bottom out or potentially go up from here over the next 45 days. And the way I'm going to do that is with a short put vertical. And I'm going to do a really small one because we don't want to get too aggressive in this crazy of a market. So if I go to the trade page, this one is really easy to set up. We'll go here to 47 days. Tomorrow that'll be 46 days. And all we do is we open this up. We can shrink the strikes because we're going to just choose a small one. And what we do when we sell put verticals is we go just below the stock price and create a $1 wide vertical. And we're looking to collect 33 cents or more on that trade. So in this case, I'm going to go down to where I already know I can collect at least 33 cents. I'll go to the 28.27. So that's not enough. So in this case, I'm going to take it up a bit. We'll go to 28.50 and 27.50. And there we go. And tomorrow, depending on what the market does, we can keep moving this up. Whoops. As long as the strike price that we sell, in this case right here, the 28.50 put, as long as this is always below our stock price, this is a valid trade as long as we collect 33 cents or more for this dollar wide vertical. So again, let's say the market opens here tomorrow at 29.07. We'll start out by selling the 28.50, 27.50. If we don't collect 34 cents, we can raise this again to the 29.28, but we're not going to go above the stock price. We never sell puts above where the stock price is. So that is our trade tomorrow in FXI. Short put vertical, we're going to bet that the market bottoms out and starts to go up from here, or at least stays here, but doesn't get a whole lot worse. And again, it's going to be a dollar wide short put vertical, and we're going to collect at least 33 cents or more to make this trade. Hello everybody, Cal here with what I believe is an exciting opportunity. But just before we get started, I want to make sure you're aware that I do have quite a few courses up on Udemy. All the ones that are available are listed here. And some people don't know that these first three here are an actual three-part series. So number one in the series would be understand options, number two would be basic option strategies, and number three would be make and manage profitable trades. Again, if you're taking one, now you know that it's a three-part series. You might want to take part two and three, or if you're in two, take three, etc. And then I have a couple extra courses there as well. But the purpose of this video is because I want to get you up and trading as quickly and confidently as possible. And the best way I've come up with to do that is by offering an alert system where you see me trading in real time, making and managing my trades. So if you go to sharpertrades.com and you click on the products button here, you'll see these two pop up: Option Basic Alert and Option Pro Alert. They both contain the alert system. The only difference with the Pro is it has a 13 course bundle. It has every course I've ever made, many of which aren't even available on Udemy. But what I'm offering you today is a deal on the alert, because I really want to get you up and trading as quickly and confidently as possible. Look, knowledge is power, but if you don't put that knowledge to use, then really what's the benefit of learning all this stuff in the end? So to get you up and running as quickly as possible, I've created a code here, basic option FB1. Again, I want to make sure you're aware it's only for the basic alert. It's not going to apply to the Pro. But if you do this now, I'm offering $1 for the first month, because I want to get you to try this alert system, see if it's something you can use and get you up and trading quickly. Just so you're aware, I do 2 to 3 alerts per week, 2 to 3 trades, and I also manage my profitable trades as well. So I send out alerts for the closing trades, for the profitable ones as well. 2 to 3 opening trades per week. So if you go there now, type in this basic option FB1 for the option basic trade alert, you will get it for $1 for the first month. After that, it'll automatically kick in to $49 a month if you stick with it. But as you can see here, I want you to be aware you can cancel this at any time. You can stay for 1 month, you can stay for 6 months, whatever you find beneficial to you and your trading. But I want to at least give you the opportunity to see real trading in real time and how it's done. So again, as always, thank you for your support, and I hope to see you soon.